Our justice reporter, Paula Reid, is outside the Supreme Court. Paula, thanks for being with us. I want to start with immigration and explain the significance of this decision, especially this is a mandate that President Obama had really pushed.
Exactly, Jamie. This was supposed to be one of the signature achievements of his second term, and here the court has blocked his executive action on immigration. There's really no chance for him to be able to revive this before the end of his time in office. It's also especially significant to the 4 million people who would have benefited. At this point, they're just sort of in flux. There's no final answer on what will happen to them going forward.
Paula, on affirmative action, what's the impact nationwide here?
It's interesting, Jamie. The University of Texas admission process is sort of unique to that particular university, but this was a chance for the court to really push back on affirmative action, revisit whether or not they still wanted to uphold the constitutionality of using race as a factor in admission. And they decided to uphold this policy. In this case, a young white woman from Texas, she claimed that she was unfairly denied admission in favor of less qualified minorities. She said, look, if they didn't consider the race of those particular students, she would have been admitted and they would have not, but the court disagreed with her.
You know, why exactly did Justice Kagan recuse herself from the affirmative action case, Paula?
Jamie, this is the second time this case has actually come before the Supreme Court, and Justice Kagan worked on the case several years ago when it came up before the court last time when she was in the Solicitor General's office. So this time when it came back up, she had to take herself off the case, which gave us this 4-3 split.
Now, we're still awaiting today a decision concerning abortion. It should come down today. Can you tell us a little bit about this case?
The court announced earlier that they're actually going to give us that decision on Monday. It's the last of the big 3 cases, all of them coming out of Texas. And like you said, it's about abortion. It stems from the fact that Texas put up some really stringent requirements on abortion clinics. Providers had to have the same standards as surgical centers, and they also had to have admitting privileges at local hospitals. Texas lawmakers said that was to protect the health of women in the state, but it also had the effect of closing a lot of the abortion providers in the state of Texas. So it's come up before the justices. And Jamie, I was in oral argument when this case was argued. It did not seem that the justices were really buying what the state of Texas was trying to argue. So it appears that it is likely, we expect, that that restriction will be shot down, but we don't know. We will find out on Monday.
Yep, we'll wait for that Monday. Paula Reid, thanks so much for being with us.